Hey guys, Aaron Dixit here from DC Australia, and today we are joined by the SuperCoach BBL ambassador and the former Australian cricket legend, Mike Hussey. Mike, pleasure to meet you, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Now, obviously, we started off today's session with a bit of a net session, and now we had a bunch of talent in there, good bowlers in there. Who do you reckon you thought was the toughest in there to face, and how did you find the hit?
Well, first of all, I was very nervous. I haven't had a hit in the nets for about 10 years, at least, and so I was just trying to survive. I enjoyed facing your off spin.
Yep.
You know, came out very nicely. A couple of mystery balls there that I didn't really read. So, I was just happy to survive, really. And I think if you had a short cover, you might have got me out about 3 or 4 times.
Of course, and now obviously with all the bowlers here, with the big season ahead for everyone, we also got the big batch starting soon, which means also a lot of SuperCoach players coming in through. Now, obviously, there's a lot of first timers this year. What would your tips be to anyone who's starting new in SuperCoach?
Well, I think first and foremost, pick the players that you love, that you love watching. Guys like Glenn Maxwell or Sean Abbott or, anyone that you really enjoy. Just get out there and pick those guys. But try and get a little league with your friends or family, so you can play against each other and have a bit of fun. But then if you want to get a little bit more technical, you can go for the top 3 or 4 batters, but they're batting high in the order because they've got more chance of scoring runs. The guys that bowl at the death, that they've got more chance of taking wickets. So maybe all-rounders are good too, so you can get points from batting and bowling. And then look at the fixture. So sometimes in a round, a team will play two games instead of 1, so you get double points there. So in the first round, Brisbane Heat are actually playing in 3 games in the first round. So maybe get a couple of Brisbane Heat players into your first team.
Mm-hmm. No worries. And of course, with the big summer ahead and Australia's won the World Cup, big season once again for everyone. Now, obviously, as you said, the first round starting very soon. Who would your top picks be for first round SuperCoach?
Oh, okay. So, try and get a couple of Brisbane Heat guys in there. So I'm going to go for Colin Munro and Sam Billings. And I might even try and get Spencer Johnson in there as well because they've got 3 games in the first round. Maxi, it's hard not to have Glenn Maxwell in your team. He can do what he did in India, and he's bringing some great form in. So that's a good one to have, I'd say. And then I like guys like Sean Abbott and Kane Richardson. They always bowl those hard overs at the death. Always pick up a few wickets. Yeah,
nice. And obviously, as we all know, last year was actually your first year joining SuperCoach, and finishing in the top 1,200 is absolutely remarkable. Now, what inspired you to start SuperCoach?
It was actually my son introduced me to it quite a few years ago. I started playing in SuperCoach in the AFL.
Yeah, right.
And then the BBL one came along, so I thought, I've got to have a crack at this too. I find you watch games a bit differently. You're not just watching the teams play, but you're actually watching individual players that you're hoping to do well, score runs or take wickets. And so you get a bit more invested in the game as well. So I really enjoy it. I enjoy the banter with my friends and family. The Fox commentary crew, some of them play as well. So there's plenty of competitive juices flowing.
Yeah, no worries. Awesome. Really appreciate your time, Mike. Pleasure once again. And thank you very much.
No worries,
thank
mate.
you.